Lunar eclipse time. It is a lunar eclipse with a big full Pisces moon. How are we all feeling? Are you feeling the energy ramping up? Are you ready to shake things up? This moon, this energy is demanding us all to get real. And it's interesting because it's in the full moon in Pisces, the dreamy Pisces, the star sign that just, likes to see the light in the dark and the positive in the negative, that type of energy. But because it's a lunar eclipse, it is going to be heightened so much more. So it's a need of freedom. So you may very well feel that whatever might be going on in your world, you need to escape from it. And the thing is, with this energy, we don't want to escape as in ignore or run away. We want to escape from it, so put things in action and change things up, shake things up, so that we can move through and make the changes that are necessary. So we're not running away, we're actually dealing with it in this energy. Are you ready to shake things up? Are you ready to get real? Are you ready to access that inner freedom that you truly deserve? Because this is the energy for it, my darlings. And let's get to it, see what your messages are from Spirit, and don't forget to stay to the end for your opportunity to win a one-on-one reading with me. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what's going to happen with this reading, but I know the energy's big and I trust whatever's going to happen is meant to. So take what resonates and let's get to it. Not everything is what it seems in this energy of reading number one. I feel as though you may get caught off guard, or you've been feeling that you've been caught off guard with something that wasn't your reality and all of a sudden it is. So I'm a little bit confused in this energy. I feel as though potentially I've been let down. I feel as though people have pulled the wool over my eyes. Maybe someone's lied to you. Now, it might not necessarily be deliberate, but I certainly feel a little bit standoffish in this energy. I feel as though the truth is slowly rearing, and I want to almost say its ugly head. Now everything's coming out in the wash here. It's exposing. It's making a grand entrance, and it might be a time of being uncomfortable because, and it's not so much what you find out or like the truth or how it comes about, that sort of stuff. It's not that. It's more so that you missed the signs. You were a little bit ignorant towards it or busy or something like that. And I feel like something's coming up that takes you off guard. So let's get some cards and get some more information about this, because sometimes when things come at us left field and things that, might not necessarily be something we were expecting, there's an element of shock. There's an element of sometimes embarrassment. There's an element of maybe self-sabotage where you turn on yourself. Like, how did I not see that? How did I not know? I'm, God forbid, I'm an idiot. We don't talk to ourselves like that, do we? But the energy here is we're getting a little bit in that type of, why me? Why me, God? But the thing is, it's all happening for a clean slate. It's all happening because everything is lifting up and out, and it's quite dramatic. It's like got the dun 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 music in the background, and you're the main character now, and all eyes are on you. Take what resonates. General reading, but in this energy, I feel as though I'm being put center stage and people are watching going, what's your next move? I just dropped some cards. Give me a minute. And there was too many for me to pick one or two. So, ooh, this one just jumped out. What do we got here? Stand up and fight. I don't like saying fight. You know, a lot of my clients will say, you know, I'm going to fight this. I'm going to get through this. And it's just like even when someone gets a diagnosis, you know, how they talk about fighting cancer. I don't like that language because fighting is aggressive. Fighting is, you know, sometimes a lot of the time negative. It's just a negative spin on something about being aggressive. Now, I want to turn this aggression into assertiveness. Completely different ballgame. Completely different ballgame. So we've got stand up and be assertive, which is stand up and fight. I want another card before I continue with this. Give me a minute. Because I feel like there's more behind this, okay? So don't take the first instance of the story as fact. So there's always truth to everything, always truth to every rumor, but it could just be 1% of that rumor that is true, but it came from somewhere. Okay, I just feel like there's never 100% blatant lie because there's a hint of truth in it. For example, if someone says, you know, this happened and it actually didn't happen, in their mind, it very well may have, because we've all got different perceptions. And it's like when somebody says, remember that time when we were in the room and so-and-so said that and then you rolled your eyes. It's like, well, no, I never rolled your eyes. Well, yeah, you did. I saw you. Well, no, I didn't. But in their mind, if they did see your eyes roll, it's real. In your mind, if you didn't roll your eyes, it's real. So try and see everybody's point of view in this scenario and what they're saying they actually believe. Now that's the catch, because you can't convince anybody what you know, but you know what you know. This is a hard time to stand in your truth. Let me get another card. Express gratitude. Great, that makes sense. Because this, to me, is aggressive. This is assertive. So instead of pointing fingers saying, you lie, you talk rubbish, why are you saying that about me? Who do you think you are? And I feel like this is an external thing, so that's why I'm almost blaming everybody else. But the thing is, it doesn't matter what anybody else says or believes. It's what you believe about yourself and what you know about yourself. So when we say stand up and be assertive, that's knowing who the F you are. Because it does feel like it's battlefields here. It does feel as if I want to prove my point. I want to fight until the death. I want to go to war. I want to tell you all to F off. I want to just, how dare you, rah, rah, rah. But the thing is, you lose face in those behaviors. The integrity diminishes. And then you get so wound up and angry, you end up making people doubt your authenticity. Not that we care what other people think, but it's what we think about ourselves. And in this energy, in this reading here, hell yeah, I want to stand up. Hell yeah, I want to fight. Hell yeah, I want to tell everyone to just back off. You don't know me. But that's not going to work. Not long term anyway. So the idea here is to stand in your truth by being grateful for who the F you are. Now, sometimes this is hard to do, but you got yourself to this point. You backed yourself. You did what was necessary to get through what you've been through. You can rely on yourself. You only need yourself, but You love bringing other people in. So there's a big decision to be made here. Is it to react? To respond? They're your options. You either react or you respond. You either fight or you come from a place of gratitude and you just stand in your truth. So there's no fighting here. I don't want the fight. It's more so flowing. So going back to my point, fighting cancer, we're not fighting, because when we fight, we get angry and we get tense and we can't flow in that energy. What we can do, though, is stop and ask, why am I feeling this way? Why is my body doing this? What's going on? And then we can work through the emotional link. I've got a beautiful client / friend that said to me yesterday that she had a headache. And I said to her, well, ask your headache, why? Why do you need this headache? What's it doing? What's it doing for you? Because your body will never hurt you. So she did. She asked her headache why it was there. She realized what had happened. She realized it wasn't hers, and it flowed and it went. Could it be that simple? I ask you. Your body's never going to hurt you. You don't have to fight. You don't have to get tense, because when you're fighting, it's too hard. It's actually more energy to be pissed off than to let it flow, because it's not your stuff. This is just not your stuff. And I feel like it's coming to the forefront. This energy, this lunar eclipse is bringing it up, because you and like all of us through this energy are working toward the beautiful Pisces energy of freedom. So it's time for you to be free of other people's opinions making any impact on you. Trust. Feeling that it's hard to trust others. But it feels like something or someone has been pulling the wool over your eyes. And it's not deliberate. It just feels though that you've been too busy or side-tracked into your world, so you've missed something. And I don't want you to turn around and sabotage and get angry at yourself. It just is. So it's now time to stand in your power, let it flow. Don't hold on to it. Let it flow. And you might need to do some breath work here. You might need to do a little bit of yoga, maybe some laps in a pool or a soak in a bath. And sit with it. Don't try to fight it. Don't try to push it away. Sit with it. Why is this all happening? Why am I feeling this way? And let it flow. It's a big time for you, I won't lie. But the energy is certainly supporting you. You keep your wits about you, and you will flow through the next couple of weeks with this situation. And let's just pull a card to finish, and it's opportunity. Release your ties to the past. When you let go of the old, you make room for the new. And that's exactly right. Don't hold on to it too tight, because it takes too much energy. And you don't have energy to waste time on stuff that really doesn't matter. It feels big now, but when you flow and you go through it, it's just another notch in your belt. Okay? It's an opportunity right now. And you are held. Spirit's got you. And that, my darling, is your reading for this huge lunar eclipse energy. Stay to the end for an opportunity if you want a one-on-one reading with myself. And take a big breath. You got this. Okay, number 2, with this energy, I feel like there may very well be uninterrupted sleep. It feels as though you're very super sensitive at the moment, like next level sensitive. I do feel that you're already a sensitive soul, but in this energy with the lunar eclipse, I feel like there could be uninterrupted sleep. And even daydreaming a little bit. Like you might very well be, washing the dishes, and next thing you know, I don't know, 10 minutes is gone and you're like, what? How did that happen? There's little time lapses. So you could be driving and then all of a sudden you're in automatic mode, and then you get there and the drive was an hour and you just think that felt like 5 minutes. Like what's going on? timeline shifts are happening with you. It's very much time related in this energy. And I feel as though there's energetic expansion going on for you. Energetic expansion. So, different timelines, just timelines. So almost time travel. It's such an interesting thing to talk about. But in this energy, I feel as though you're going from one reality to the next, and you're shifting. So don't be surprised if around your being, your got, different circles of friends, and you don't like to bring them all together. You like to have different existences, I feel like some of you might not even be able to rest in your own bed at the moment. So it's like you go to sleep, you try to go to sleep and you can't, you're restless. So you get up and you go lie on the couch, or you go lie in the spare room, or even on the floor with a blanket. Like, I feel like I'm just not comfortable when I'm resting in this energy. And I feel as though your body is just moving, like energetically shifting, and it's really hard to stay still. It's very important that you do. So even though intuitively you want to get up and move, when it's time to rest, stick with it, okay? Stick with it. Keep doing some nice box breath. That's the one that's really good about, helping you rest your nervous system. This is a nervous system reset for you. So you want to breathe in 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds. So it's a box, okay? It's a box breath. So that's what I really suggest that you do, because I want you to just stop yourself from getting thrown around in this energy. All right? Otherwise, I'm going to find it very difficult to stay still. So, I might even pace up and down when I'm just having a normal conversation on the phone. I can't just sit. I feel like I've just got to keep moving. And it's all well and good, but I feel like it's almost nervous energy and you're trying to shift it. But when you intentionally do it, it's not going to interrupt your day. So come sleep time, you're going to be able to stop, rest, collect your thoughts, breathe, sleep. Very important. Some of you might be writing something at the moment too. And I feel as though you're a little bit blocked. Whether it be a blog, whether it be an ebook, whether it be just a journal, whether it be a letter to someone, there's something on your chest that needs to come off. And it's something you need to share. And it doesn't necessarily need to be shared with anyone, but it needs to be out of your body. It needs to be on paper. It needs to be on your computer, wherever you're putting it. It needs to come up and out. And I feel as though you're just inside, and it's really hard to make sense of why. So when you start getting it out of your body, and it could be just recording a voice on your phone, like put it somewhere. It just has to come up and out. This moon is very, very important for your healing journey. And it's almost this energy is happening for you to go into a space of calm. So right now, the sensitivity is more than it has been all year, it feels. It's really carrying you to places where the light might be too bright, the sounds might be too loud, the people might be too much, and I just want to sort of really retreat. But it's not necessary. It's just feelings at the moment. It's just feelings. I don't feel like there's any action to be taken, like any extra protection or hiding away. I don't feel like that's necessary. It's more so just know that this is something that's happening, and we've got massive solar flares happening and geomagnetic energy being thrown at the earth left, right and center at the moment. And you're picking up on all of this. So it doesn't worry me that you're feeling this way. It makes sense, but it's uncomfortable as well. It's just a real shifting energy, and because you're so sensitive, you're feeling it at a deeper level than most, I should say. Everybody's feeling it, but if you've chosen to today, you're feeling it the most. And you can't compare notes. You can't say to people, I'm feeling it more than you. You can, but it won't go down well because everybody's feeling it, okay? All right. Why do I keep throwing? You got 2 cards on the ground. And your first one is the key to wisdom. And your second one is tell your story, of course. All right. So the key to wisdom. So whatever's going on, whatever's bubbling up inside you really needs to come out. It's wise words. It's past experiences. It's lessons learned. It's all these things. And it really is, you're quite, I feel like you're stepping into the next stage. You know, how they talk about, you know, you've got the maiden, then, was it? The maiden, then the maid, then the crone, or, sorry, maiden, matron, crone, whatever it is. But I feel as though you're stepping, and it's not gender specific, it's just my example, but you're stepping into the next stage of your life, of your existence. And it feels as though you've got this toolkit of experiences, that need to, be, you know, you need to really understand how far you've come. And that's the main thing, because you're stepping into the next stage. What are you doing with all the lessons and the wisdom here? I really want it written. I really want it shared. And like I said, you don't need to share it, so to speak, but you need to share it from outside of your body, okay? Because the wisdom within is next level. I always say that people that have got so much wisdom like yourself, so much experience like yourself, if you're not letting it flow and you're not using it, then what's it for? There's no way known you've been through all of this for no reason. It's something that really needs to be expressed somehow. You, my darling, are the key to wisdom. I just want to look at this card for a second, because you've got it's almost like, if I look at this, it looks like we've almost got, you know, the snake which sheds the skin to go to the next stage. I've got the wings, the fire. It's almost like the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's very much a reset for you. Very much a reset. And I talk about stairs a lot. I say, you know, we're always climbing the stairs of life. And then sometimes we feel like we're just stuck on a step. We're never going backwards, all right? We're never going backwards, because you can't possibly go backwards. That's just not something that we can do. It might feel like we're going backwards, but we aren't, because we've got all the experience and all the lessons. So right now it feels as though you've been stepping on a step. You're on this step, ready to take the next step. And in that is a reset, because it's time to tell your story. And that's all the getting it out. You don't have to share this. That's the main thing I want to say. Most of you will, but some of you won't. And you don't need to, but you need to take it out of your body. Out of your body, because that is where you're going to be able to get the freedom. We're all searching for freedom in this beautiful moon, in this lunar eclipse, in this energy. We're finding our own freedom. It's not to free others, it's to free ourselves. And when we free ourselves, then by law, universal law, others will follow our lead and they will find the freedom in themselves. You can't free others, but you can certainly free yourself and help others. Now, it's funny, like my kids, they say, don't copy me. And they now say, I'm not copying, you're just inspiring me. Which is true. So what you do, you will inspire others to do for themselves. But it's time for you to really take a look at the time frames it's taking to do things. It just feels like you're shifting. You're here, then you're there, you're here, then you're there. And it's almost like you're on automatic pilot. So when you get to take a moment and breathe through whatever's going on for you, you're going to then realize that everything that's happened for you has got you so wise. And it's time to get it up and out. I just had to say that again. Be more in the moment. Let yourself feel whatever's going on. It's intense, but it's all part of your freedom. Let's get a card to tie this up. And it is creativity. Express your creativity. Delight in the mystery of your inner muse. It It's your story you're telling here. It's your wisdom. It's your experiences. You can write. You can be creative as you do it. You can, sometimes you might not know how to put it on paper or say what you want to say. And I've expressed myself many times on paper, and sometimes I've written the F word multiple times, and every one meant something different. And that was me just moving energy. One was about frustration. One was about excitement. One was about, whatever. But it comes up and out. And that's what needs to happen here with your energy. So it's not nervous energy when you put your head to your pillow. And you then shall sleep soundly. And our bodies are so clever. And when you sleep, you heal on such a deep level that you can't possibly if you don't get that sleep. And it's very, very important for you and your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, and your connection to spirit. And that, my darling, is your reading for number 2. And don't forget to stay to the end if you want an opportunity to win a one-on-one reading with me. All right, number 3, something's coming in hot here. I feel like it's coming in hot. So I feel like things are coming at you left, right, and center. Opportunities, people from the past, new people. Like, there's so many options for you in this energy that I want you to just stop for a second and really feel into what's coming at you. Really feel into who is it that you want to really be? What type of person do you want to show up as? What legacy do you want to leave behind? What do you want people to remember you by? Because the thing is, people will never really remember what you say, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. And I feel as if people are very much drawn to you like a magnet at the moment, and it can be quite overbearing. It can be quite, quite a lot. It can be quite a lot. I'm getting pulled. And you don't want to let people down. And it's time in this energy that you just be very mindful. I don't want burnout in this energy. I don't want you to feel like you're spread thin over a lot of places with a lot of people. And I almost want to retreat in this energy. I almost want to just have a moment just to collect my thoughts, because you've got so many opportunities and so many doorways have opened for you that it can be quite overwhelming. And remember, you've actually asked for this. You wanted choices. You wanted to be wanted. And I can definitely feel like it, but you don't want to just walk through a door for the wrong reasons. You don't want to walk through the door for them. You want to walk through the door for you. And when you do things for yourself, it's going to be so much more powerful. I want to almost say your world is your oyster right now. But don't be rash. Don't rush into any decisions, because I feel as though the excitement is here. The anticipation. There's a lot. There's a lot. Let's get some cards and see. You can go any way here. You can absolutely go any way. You can go, you can stay, you can play, you can... There's so many different places you can go from here. We've got made for motion. So there's definite movement. And the next card we've got, it is time. So, which is interesting, because here I am saying you've got all these choices and just sit with them. You don't have to sit for long, clearly. You don't have to sit for long. But you do want to just feel into the scenarios. I feel like there could be 4 or 5 different options, different ways to go here. And it could be, moving house. It could be having someone move in with you. It could be a new job, a new opportunity. It could be, are you going to retire? It could be, are you going to have another child, or are you going to try for a baby, or are you going to just be someone that actually doesn't have children? There's so many opportunities here, and all of them feel like you can absolutely choose them and choose that as your path. But what Spirit's really showing me here is just to take a moment to feel into the emotion of how that feels in your body. So, sure, made for motion. It's time to make the choice. 100% it is. But it's how you make that choice. Are you going to get forced into it? Are you going to feel guilty into it? Are you going to do it for other people? No, it has to be for you. But the thing is, what Spirit's really guiding you here is sit in the emotion of already having it. So out of your 5 choices, 3 to 5, but I'm feeling 5 for most of you. Just close your eyes down and feel into it as if you've already got it, as if you've already brought it in. You've signed the contract, you've made the move, you've said yes, you've taken the step, you've taken the opportunity, you've taken the chance, you've jumped in your caravan and you've gone out back, whatever it is. It's a big choice, this one. And sit in it as if you've already got it. How does it feel? What changes happen in your world? Who's there? Who's no longer there? Where are you? But the main thing is, how does it make you feel? Do you feel as if it's for you? Because you're getting so many magnets pulling you. Where is it pulling you from? Is it pulling you from your head? Is it a head choice? Is it pulling you from your heart? Does it make you feel that it's going to soothe your heart? Is it pulling you from your gut? Is it just this inner knowing? Is it pulling you from your feet, like you've got to get there quick? Or is it, just really, your body's always going to tell you. Your body will never lie. But what you need to do is really sit in it, really feel into it as if you've already got it. Because it is time. Because what you've been doing now is building up to the move, building up to this step. Everything's solid here. The foundation's solid. It's go time. But just take a moment through this beautiful lunar eclipse to really channel every opportunity and see what your body shows you. See what it presents. Is it panicky? Do you get a tight chest? Do you get sweaty palms? Do you get a racing head? Do you just want to go too hard? Or does it give you butterflies like it's just so exciting? Because your body will tell you. Simple. And whatever you do choose, when your body gives you the right signal, you need to trust that. Because we do come back and forth with our ideas. We just, we jump in, our body tells us it's all good, and then we get into it, and then something happens that is uncomfortable, and then we think, ooh, and we shy away. Remember what your body said. Write down what your body told you. And when you get to those points when everything's going to make us feel like that, up and down, it's life. But always remember the core message your body gave you for that decision. And when you sit into that energy again, that's what you're going to correct. That's what you're going to attract as well. So whenever we sit in an emotion, that's an energy. Again, the universal law is that it'll bring in that energy to match it. 100% every time. So when we have an emotion, we feel into what we want. We have an emotion. Our outer experience will always bring it to us. When we have that attitude of gratitude, we then attract things that we're more grateful for. When we have that attitude of feeling abundant and rich with all the monies in the world, then you'll find that you'll have opportunities and money will flow freely. When you feel absolutely loved and respected in your relationships, really feel it, you get more of that. It's not easy to do. Because we talk ourselves out of things and we think that, we're not worthy of it. And last time we did it, this happened. And that's all the past talking. But when we sit in it and we really do it as a mindful activity over and over again, you wake up 5 minutes in the morning and you feel as if you've got something and it's real and you have that energy and you smile and you feel it in your heart. It's a universal law that you will get more of that. It takes practice. Very similar to the Dr. Joe stuff, that Dr. Joe Dispenza that I rave about all the time. He's my boyfriend and we've never met. Actually, no, we did meet. He came to Australia last year and I went with my girlfriend and my dad, and then he was on the stage at the end and I ran there with my girlfriend and my phone and I said, Dr. Joe, can we have a photo? And he was talking to someone else and he sort of went, no. Because if he gave me a photo, then he'd have to give everyone a photo. So what did I do? I made it happen. I just turned around with my girlfriend, said, quick. And I had it angled with him standing on the stage and snap. So I got a selfie with him. So the thing is, do you want it bad enough that you're going to create it? Or do you just get a no and that's it? Nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt. You've got 2 cards that flew away again. And it's action and it's rejuvenation. Actually, I got 3. That was rest as well. Take action. The journey to find your lost self begins with 1 step. Get a good night's sleep. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and spirit. And take action. The journey to find your lost self. Oh, no, I wrote that. Say it again. Rest and relax. Release guilt and make your needs a top priority. And it's just confirmation of everything I just said. So it's the action. It's which decision is best for you. Sit in it. Feel the emotion. Which one pulls you from the beautiful heart space or the gut space? There's a knowing, a connection that is for you. But definitely get a good night's sleep. Sleep is very important. You may have been tossing up between number 3 and number 2 because sleep was very much prominent in that reading. And rest and relax, because when you make this decision, it will be the one that makes you flow the most, the one you can ease yourself into, because it's very important where it says release the guilt. So it's not for anyone else. You can't make this decision for someone else. It has to be truly for you, because when you're your best self, everybody around you will follow suit. So there, your extra tips right there. It's an exciting time. But make sure, even though it's action time, you really need to sit in it and your body will give you the clues. I'd love to hear what this decision of yours is and where you go next. It's definitely a reset, a rebirth time. And the energy of this lunar eclipse is really going to help you with that decision, sorting out where you want to go next. And that, my darling, is your reading for number 3. Now, an opportunity to win a one-on-one reading with me for the month of September. Now, because we've got the lunar eclipse, now, full moons is all about release. It's all about forgiveness. So what I tend to do is I write everything that I want to release and forgive, and I burn it, and I ask the beautiful big moon to transcend it into love and light. So what I'd like you to do to enter this week is write down what you want to release, what you are willing to let go and forgive. Now, remember, forgiveness is when you don't have to say, I forgive you for acting like a dick. What you can do is you absolutely forgive them in your body, because it's all about you. It's not actually about them, because you want to take that resentment, that anger, and that all those bad low vibing energies out of your body. So you set yourself free when you forgive someone. And because this moon is all about freedom, I would love you to comment below what it is that you're willing to set free with this full moon. But be careful. It's how you write it that makes all the difference. It's in the present tense, like it's done. I set myself free by releasing blah, blah. Now, I set myself free by releasing this guilt now. I set myself free by releasing whatever now, or forgiving, whatever it is that you're letting go of. And that, my darling, is your opportunity to win a one-on-one reading with me. Thank you so much for tuning in, beautifuls. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and check out all my upcoming events. It's a big moon. It's a big energy. Go easy, but you've got this. Thank you very much. I am Voice of Spirit, Connie Rose. Be kind to others, but especially be kind to yourself, because there's only one of you. Mwah. Peace out.